Prowler's got hops.
Yeah, apparently. Now the nade though, position's going to be spotted there from Russ. Has to just back away on his legs to avoid the paint shell that was just gliding through the air.
And this is going to be a split to put pressure on Coldamente.
Oh,
he has no idea these guys are up behind him.
Contact play through, the two of them there though. Reactions in the end. Crashes is finding it. Flash forward, Safe will dodge it. Moving to the side, and now the rest of his team's going to be backing him up. Gliding across the screen. Headshot collected there onto Crashies. Now FNS though with the quick pivot, and Ye's been able to take some space.
What a fast mid-round call there from FNS and Ye. So opportunistic in terms of the map control that they're taking. And FNS is going to go for the plant as Ye covers him.
Got to hold down this angle though, and the players not wasting any time on the guild side of things, are they? Horn dropped up, Ye. Okay, FNS, he collects it, but not anticipating the player from heaven. Squeezing him at the same time. FNS, great timing with that swing, left alone in the 1v1. Russ though, he finds his mark. Oh, look at this mid-take by Guild. They are not wasting any time, but already the OpTic players.
But at the end of the day, the Guild players are going to be here ready to collect. Russ does quite a bit of damage.
Copenhagen up close and personal. It's Marv who gets the trade though.
These rounds are so chaotic. The mid-round
calls,
the pivots.
They're going back to A?
Yeah, they're going back to A. These audibles off the back of the space that Ye is taking.
This is, I mean, just pure chaos.
It's going to be down to Leo. No utility.
He's at the back of the site. Surely they know it hasn't been properly cleared. There's 13 seconds left into this one, and Leo, I mean, he could do more than damage, honestly. He could just convert the round for his team. Spike's going to start to go down. He bides his time. He waits it out, and he drops them right in time. Not enough for them to convert it. In fact, give him 3 kills on top of it. Why not? Forcing means the economy can really start to get building. Bit of spam. Okay, the timing not quite the best, but sending a bit of that utility in. A quick pickup of the rifle, the weapon there, the Spectre. Well, it's not coming up to much good. Still call him into trade in places. Yeah, he's going to be falling.
Yeah, he didn't hear the cancel call there. Victor's thinking about going in.
He's all over the place. You've got to be joking, man. Teleport's right in front of the hole. What is happening?
He's going for the TP out of the site, trying to play the advantage. And this map has descended into chaos already. These first 3 rounds have been so scrappy.
Yep, delusional plays all around.
It's all down to Victor.
And he's just being squeezed from side to side. Leo up top. If he didn't get more of a passive wall from Russ. That is the double face. I mean, Guild were ready for it. In fact, the spike's dropped. Positioning gained. Marv with the lurk. Has to try and find his mark, but he's on the ropes. Just slightly inaccurate. It's Russ who wins it out.
Oh, and it's a catastrophe for OpTic.
This has fallen to pieces.
They absolutely
shambles.
Dribbled into ropes there. They fell to pieces trying to clear that area.
Where was the other player dropping off onto the box?
Yeah, no double swing, nothing. Nothing to punish that. Not even a glance into rope before Victor started taking that space. And Guild's timing could not have been better. Both in terms of that fight and the other one happening in B Heaven. This is going to be OpTic's economy trashed. So just that economy. They're looking to go down 0-5.
Every single play that Guild do is purposeful. Look at this now. The space of the boom bots. And honestly, even if Trex didn't get that pick, the trade probably would have been there from Coldamente. Though, did they expect this one? Marv finds his way in, holding the angle. Now the Rolling Thunder. They want to retake this space. Done in play, Leo. You've got to be careful. One bullet, even if he is slightly inaccurate. From the Guardian, that would have just put down Leo still.
Last player standing.
And Brent, even when Guild get caught off with the timings a little bit there, even when Leo throws his ultimate out and doesn't anticipate that someone's going to be further along, they're still getting away with it. And they have a good enough read of where OpTic are pathing. Who was talking about Leo? Yeah. EMEA fans.
Of course, Victor operating off the showstopper now with a slow up has really just brought him down to a crawl. Lets it rip into the elbow, but so much to being cleared. Is anybody watching that high ground perch? Oh, the crossfire now, just impeccable. Russ anchors it down, making sure to follow up on the rest of his team. Paranoia sent flying. FNS is left scrambling, wondering how the hell am I going to end up taking this one.
That entire site hit really lacked the pace. Spacing getting broken up so heavily by the slow orb there, by people peeking all over the place. And Guild, with a couple of players in tough positions, will not allow FNS. The trade is limp. They're not able to get in.
They just seem like they are scrambling for the answers.
And lacking a bit of confidence too.
I said at the beginning, you know, it's the simple comps that Guild are playing. At its core, exactly, that's really where it comes from. Making sure you understand how to play it, making sure that you're using your abilities and taking space effectively.
Marv has worked his way into a crazy position here, but he would have a lot of work to do. Yeah. Oh!
That's a great flick. Not much help to work with though, and yeah, the rifles, it's a difficult task. Just up to Ye now in mid, but it doesn't look likely that he's converting this. Seen him do it before, but...
You've seen him win a 1v4 before?
Probably. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Happens often enough.
Not one like this.
No, and not this series, honestly, either.
No, it has not been his game. Paranoia to be able to work with. If Coldamenta can get into a good position, he's just going to ult for a little bit of information. And sees that there is one player back.
Stunned and nade right into the back of the coordination. Oh, it's so good. Victor just about scrambling for his life, climbing up to the boxes, but Trex, oh, he's going to be double snatching right across, resets the M from on high. It is absolute pandemonium, but seems like OpTic might just be rewarded. Still the aftershock. Leo, you've got to be joking, up close and personal. Crashies finds it. A round on the board, Josh. Very similar.
Point here, you've got to be worried about Leo's ultimate.
Players double dropping down. It's a kill for safe.
It is much more diligent from OpTic, but it still leaves them going 1-for-1. And look at the response immediately from Guild's IGL.
Mid-rounding is so good.
It is very good from Coldamenta as he and Russ take B main, knowing that there are multiple players up near vents. That smoke is not going to help you cross, but it might throw off any player that was able to hear it. Great shot from Marv, though, to give them the player advantage.
Yeah, the positioning not quite known, as you can tell, but okay, a flick from Russ, slow up, drop down, and time is running so low. 12 seconds here. OpTic need to try and get this spike down. Coldamenta was contemplating something. TikTok-esque play, but planted just onto the other side of default. Still, headshot being found. Marv will trade it. There's the three-piece for him. Trex left alone. Oh, and he get it, not quite.
It's all Marv.
It really is. He's the one who's been dragged.
Absolutely abnormal. Safe, getting
the timing. Wow, okay.
Very opening. Very bold place to be using his cam, actually. You'd expect it to be tucked a little further.
Yeah, just...
FNS, assuming there's only one person there because of the cam, just runs into Leo's arms.
Coldamenta's retaken up this position, this perch. Paranoia. Gliding that one across, just sidestepped by Marv. He's going to be dropping down a couple of stars now. Plant, into the back, into the nade. Crashies, always praying. Whatever deity you could think of right there. Surviving on 11 health as it was just colliding with the back of him now. But this angle by Victor, that's impeccable. Nade rebounding off the top. 4 players left alive for OpTic to try and convert this one. It looks like they're in pretty good post-plant positions. But Victor, he's whacking his head. Making me eat my words.
And that, I believe, is Ye's first. As he's able to take down Russ. And
rounds won by OpTic.
Something like that, yeah. And for Guild, Trex is going to be picking up the operator.
No way.
You just simply don't expect.
Deal with this one. Okay, Trip's going to be taken down. That's a suppression there onto safe, but angle being taken. Flash into the back of the side. He's still alive. Needs to lock it down to the elbow, but he's left just looking this way, that way, left and right, whatever he can do to try and lock down these players that are just swarming onto his site. OpTic coming up huge this time around, though. Ye with the angle and a flick of the wrist. He catches that one player gliding across his screen. Watch now, Victor, showstopper in hand. Kill taken away from him just before he could be just working his way around. Timing. Oh, yeah, he's watching it. The angle's there. Still planted for the heaven control, though. Yeah, I mean, Trex just knows where to spam.
Absolutely perfect, and Trex wasn't able to use his nade or his showstopper. He got suppressed up by the knife.
Can't now.
30 seconds left.
Gonna be the res in play. Wall to try and block the line of sight angle. No one can punish it. But OpTic do have that spike down. Yeah, he's gonna be smoked off now. FNS holding close, showstopper into the back, right into the smoke. Oh, Boomboard even just catching a bit of that damage onto it, but the kills are still flowing. Victor repositioning, pushing his way through. Now Marv off to the side. He knows there's players just swarming the side. Off into elbow. Victor, satchel over the top, tries to get a favorable engagement, tries to get a favorable fight. The reset, 36 health remaining. A kit. Okay. Quick tap of the spike. Safe finds of these rounds. It's cautious, it's slow, but it's what they know best. Still, just a shoulder peeking out, and Safe has ended up going down there. Just a headhunter bullets rattled through. Great into the wall, but now Guild want to go a bit faster. Oh, finding it, Crashies, Frenzy, and Victor's going to be rejoining and helping out the rest of his teammates. Flash over the top, Codamenta, no clue where he was going there.
Quick pick there off the back of the fault line.
Just taking the fight, honestly, straight up into mid, was safe there, but FNS and the rest of his team making sure he locked that one down. The numbers advantage was there for Guild. Just trying to take that one, but didn't quite have the guns.
Safe has acquired the Bulldog and could do some damage. The more guns you're able to get out of the hands of OpTic, the more you weaken their bonus round. And OpTics are already fairly poor. Over the last few months, they've only won a quarter of their bonus rounds, which isn't particularly great. But weirdly, Guild have only won a quarter of their anti-bonus rounds, which is shockingly poor. So I don't know what the numbers are telling me this time.
Yeah, well, what are you trying to read into this?
I've stared into the abyss, and the abyss has stared back, Brent.
You were just, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it was just noise in my brain. You're just rattling it off, but 17 seconds. FNS is alone. Paranoia dropped down, and he's gonna be repositioning just behind the box. They're waited out now. That flash is impeccable, but Guild are ready and waiting still. Are they gonna be able to get this spike down? They have to commit it. Nope. They have to stick it. No time.
They don't have time.
Marv survives, and that's it. That's going to be the round secured.
Oh, and that is devastating. Guild is still going to have a fine economy because they keep
both sides, but it seems like they do want to try and go fast. FNS is right up close in their faces. The wall dropped down. No player playing on top of this one. Is this Guild coming out on top? The spray transfer.
Down A.
Okay, Victor. 2 kills for him. Eventually will fall, but Coldamenta's ate a ton of damage in the process.
And look at how fast this flank is from Ye. Without a trademark to cover the flank, Ye's been able to get into this position, and Safe and Coldamenta are barely just getting set up. It is a nice smoke.
Oh, he knows the positioning. He knows the cam, he can hear it. That is the angle found. In fact, a footstep on top of it. There's Ye. Getting more than on the board. Finishes up the round 4.
To believe this is a full A hit just yet.
Well,
till now.
It comes. Yeah, they're going in that position, and that space stunned up over the top. Trex. Oh my goodness. The crashes in FNS. Oh, okay. Left unaware. Did not expect that one. Right over the top, and Codamenta still with this angle. Victor with the jump peak. I mean, optimistic.
That's ambitious. That really is.
My goodness.
But you got to make a play if you're in a 3v. Think that there's still a default being run, when in fact the Guild players are already grouping for a slightly. It looks like OpTic ready for some kind of A pop once again. Victor and Marv just spamming through the smoke, and Trex.
Oh, Marv, he keeps his nerve, still holding it, wrapping around. Victor, it's a showstopper. And he doesn't quite have the crosshair placement to try and remove Leo.
I think that's another official -8 as well, Bran. Not really finding the value, but they have slowed Guild down and they've got information on where they're playing. And frankly, I think OpTic are fine playing a retake here. They still have their Fade ult, the Null command to be able to work with. That's a really good retake ult.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds, knife gonna get dodged though, Safe. Just breaking that trademark. He wants to just inject that uncertainty into the round because now with 20 seconds remaining, time running so low. OpTic, okay, it was up to Ye. But now Marv's still left alone, tucked away into the corner. We've been in this familiar situation. Hello, Russ. Players eventually dealing with him. Nightfall to scatter across, and the Prowler's going to be latching onto one of his targets. Spike is down and planted, but they know the positioning and they can just spam efficiently and effective enough with the retake.
Here it comes.
Yep, that's going to be the ult popped off.
But it's going B.
It is. They are aware of it. Marv's was holding it, and in fact, he's got the angle locked down. Rolling Thunder. It's Leo just trying to make the most of it, trying to help the rest of his team. Flash sent straight through the pillar on top of it, but still FNS. It's a wraparound. Does he expect a second? Gliding across the side. That's safe, though, with the kill in the end. Time. Oh, it's running down so low. Codamenta sticks his own ultimate, and now he's on the other side of the side.
Very wallbangable. There's a fight here about to happen on both sides.
Not to anything.
Guild getting the better end of the one over towards screens, and Ye left with it all to do in the 1v2.
Drops down, spots the one player. Does he expect this one?
He's just going to get spammed here, surely.
Off to the side. The spam tries to reset the aim. Not enough. In with half on the defuse. Cold. He's across. Ultimate's still being committed. The Cosmic Divide holding close, tugged into the corner. Marv gets a second. Flashing over to the side. Crashy's now responding with one of his own.
He finally gets dealt with, as there was a player trying to wrap around the other side of Pillar.
I mean, they've committed so much into this round.
Ye is taking a look with the tour de force. If he can find a pick, this might become winnable. The smoke, excellent from Coldamenta to cover the cross.
How do they approach this one?
I mean, you know the positions they're likely to be playing. Backside, pillar, B main. So that's the spot. Oh, those are the spots, rather, that Ye and Victor are going to be trying to clear. They find the first.
Yep, there's the first. Do they expect this player to be just hiding behind the default? Doesn't look likely.
And Guild, they're on top of you.
So one thing this comp does lack is a tool that they can try and take contact with. Tip-tap, Victor tries to reset the game to find the head, but still working his way across. Trex, an attempt was there to try and capitalize. You can see the satchel play.
Good movement from FNS, though. Swinging in to go and help Victor, who's stunned up. Covering his teammate. And now they drop back.
30 seconds left.
Contact re-clear. It's going to be the wall, and now, okay. The shock to push any player out of hell. Position moving forwards. FNS is really just getting the kitchen sink once again. Chucked at him, the swing from on high. Kills being found and time running so low. Marv still anchoring it at the back of this pillar. Spike has to go down. In fact, he's dropped the player who was just in possession of it. Not enough time to work with. In fact, with Crash, he's supplementing that one as well, the crossfire.
But this time the script got flipped a little bit. 4
Back
rounds into away, and that's a seize nade.
Yep, and yeah, heal's not going to be saving you there. Damage being done, Russ gets dealt with.
Brilliant play. They haven't comboed the seize with that, at least as far as I've seen.
You are joking. Whoa. Beaten face to face.
And that was FNS actually using the knife. Here it comes.
Yeah.
Is anyone going to check this corner?
Rolling Thunder through, double satchel play, and that got the information. Wonderful fundamentals at play here for Guild, but they still need a bit more than that, and they're going to get it. Here's Flash.
I know
exactly. Be supplementing it. Trex, an easy kill handed to him.
Awesome site exec. Exactly what you need to see from Russ. A player that's honestly been struggling a little bit recently in terms of his online performance. High amount of first deaths, not been able to get any kills on the board. He's looking amazing here at Masters. Exactly where his team needs him. Oh, Leo needs to dodge this fragment grenade, though.
Yeah, dodge and juke away from that one. That fragment did end up finding the pick, and now down to the 2v3.
Surely this round can't get that dangerous. With Safe on the lurk as well.
No way. Crashes collects
No
it!
way!
What is that? Crashes with a flick to the side. Reacts to that player up in heaven.
Take a look at it.
What is this? Beautiful shot. And it's just a crosshair placement. I mean, he just expects it.
Yeah, he's just too smart. He is just too smart. And look at what it means into overtime. And finish what they should have done earlier.
Can't let this opportunity be squandered away. That is not going to be a minus 8. I am not sure how he's got that one. Explosion just bended around the corner, I think.
Trex has been talking to the devs.
Yep.
He knows something we don't.
Seventh that play still. The fight is fast. Right away into the site. Flash off to try and at least push the players back and away. Plant going down. Crashes, he's got the ultimate available. That knife is going to be tagging onto 4 players. He knows already a way to jiggle. Is there going to be any coverage? Locks it down in a jump peek as well with the classic in play.
And what a response from Guild.
12-12, OT.
A question asked of them and an answer.
Expect this. Over the top of it. How does Russ collect that one? Victor just... I mean, he's backing away. Heals himself back up as well.
But I don't think he realizes these players have already got into B heaven. Assuming his wall would stop them for a moment.
You've got to be joking.
And Leo just wide swings. They're not afraid of Ye.
It's just pure confidence. Huge advantage heading into this first round of OT.
Awesome mental game from Guild. To not count yourself out. To not allow the OpTic comeback to feel like an inevitable decline. They still believe.
Mark has been the one to try and bail out OpTic over multiple points of this series. Sits at the top of the scoreboard, I think, even right now for his team. He's been putting up the numbers, but it's going to take more than
30 seconds
risks,
left.
I think, in individuality right now. Tip-tap, FNS gets that space up into A heaven, but no one anticipates it. Yep, the crossfire is there from the flower pots. That is going to be...
And putting the defending champions on the ropes early.
They're fired up, and look at this space! What is that? Instantaneous punishment!
Trex!
Yeah, he brought the operator into it, but that was a paranoia. It was a double satchel play at hand, and Russ, of course, is there. Steady is the hand, but FNS wants to cancel it out! You've got to be joking!
What is that spray control? FNS deciding they are not reach.
But it fades away now, and Leo, the mantle of responsibility on his shoulders here.
He's been playing sublimely, and he can just about give Marv the haircut.
The crosshair placement just backs away from the timing. The haunt, the angle, they're being found! Oh my goodness!
And FNS has to finish it!
The tip tap, the reset! FNS, what a performance! The high pressure scenario, the IGL for this team. He's not known for putting up the high that one direction, but it's the contact play. Called by OpTic, two of the players, Marv and Ye, just trying to make the most of it. How are you getting away with that one?
He swings into a blast pack.
Just absurd. Should not be favored in it, but OpTic clean from them. Every player still surviving, up to Coldament to see if he can pull off a miracle.
And that's a really nice round. OpTic running a bit of an A fake, taking A ramp control, breaking the tripwire at the top of A ramp towards A heaven. And by the time the trip gets broken, there's already 4 people heading into the B site. Go for a contact push.
No way.
Wait a second. This would have to be a 1v5 ace for Coldamenta.
Haunt spots the positioning, and yeah, just a little bit too much to deal with.
I think
Wouldn't be the first 1v5 ace.
doing this kind of stuff when they had the
Contact
breach ult or the raise ult. So they don't quite have the same amount of utility here.
Prowler deep in mid. Leo sent flying the flash. They're just taking all the space. No noise being made. Leo's holding this angle down.
The
just
timing.
Missed it.
I think Victor saw him.
Victor definitely saw him.
And now the timing is just amazing.
No way.
There's no shot safe survives.
Angle being watched. Maybe a footstep possibly being heard, but they don't overstay their welcome. It's the kill and they back out. In fact, they give the information to Marv and he's set up to succeed. Still, Trex is in. Double satchel play. Just try and break that crosshair placement.
Trex!
Locks it once more. Leo supplementing it on top of it. The spike will get planted at default. That gives him the showstopper online and sends it flying right against the back wall. Down to just Ye. The 1v3. The jiggle pick. The positioning is no Coldamenta. Tip tap as well. The positioning just resetting, but Trex is far too clean with it. Safe hands from him. Isn't it?
Oh, there's Ye with an opener. That is fabulous. If there was ever a time for Ye to wake up, it would be now. Still only 13 kills in 29 rounds.
Russ?
And Russ with an immediate response.
I mean, making this a 4v4. See them now just trying to shuffle their way into the site. OpTic will take advantage of this one. One player just trying to angle down the side. It's up to Leo. See if he can do some damage.
There's the
Trex.
backpacks.
Yeah, just hop straight past it. Line of sight angles that might have been being watched. 20 seconds remaining and they're taking the spike the other direction.
Yeah, the audible called. They're going into Russ.
Right into Russ, is locking it once more. 3 kills for him.
10 seconds left.
The damage. Oh, it's more than done. FNS not enough time. Can't safely clear it out. Can't even get the spike down. And that is going to be Guild. Getting that 15th round here on Guild. They operate straight into a contact play.
A lot of footsteps heard here by
You've
Victor.
got to be joking. Victor takes that angle, takes that swing, gets the one, but eventually traded out anyway. And now just backpedaling, trying to remain at the back of the site. The double satchel play from Trex. He's paranoid up. Can't see a thing onto the site, but he's got to try and make sure he deals with these players. Marv whips out the free gun, but now the line of sight angles, it's there for them. A fast retake, crashes, he flashes straight through. They just can barely get their bearings, but now down to the 1v1 kills. Moments away, Leo, ultimate online, rips it across, and what a finish! Leo finalizes it, 4 kills for him, and that is them besting the Reykjavik champions.
What an insane performance from Guild.